YouTube channel. How is everyone doing? So I hope everything is fine. And today I will be reacting to one of the vlogger whose name is Mark Odea. Yeah, I'm not so sure if I pronounce it correct. Yeah, so I will be reacting on his vlog from London to Malaysia, my quarantine experience. Wow, it's very interesting to know what is happening during the quarantine time. Yes, until up to this day. Yeah, so let's go and I'm too excited to look at this and then how is his vlog. So let's go and jump to this video and check it out, and I hope you will accompany me again, guys, and I hope you will enjoy and see how is the quarantine life, yes, experience. Yeah, so let's go and jump to this video, guys. That's so scary.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Mark here. I'm at Heathrow Airport right now, and this is the strangest thing I've ever seen at Heathrow.
Wow.
It is silent. No one is talking, everyone is wearing face mask. No shops are open, no food places are open.
Oh my god, so empty.
It's really strange. It's like a scene from The Walking Dead right now. But I am on the way back to Malaysia. I'll be quarantined
like
for 2 weeks
airport.
at one of the hotels there, and well, it's going to be an interesting experience. If you've been to Heathrow, you will know that there are so many flights here. So check this out, for the whole day,
Oh my god.
this is it. That is the only flights
Very
from
less
Heathrow
flight,
today.
no?
That is crazy. All the food places are closed. Look, Yo Sushi, also closed. Nowhere is open here. Every single person is wearing a mask. And in England, nobody wears a mask usually. You don't see many people wearing masks or even following social distance rules. But here at the airport, every single person I've seen has worn a mask.
So there weren't any direct flights to Malaysia. Malaysian Airlines, for example, isn't operating until July. So I took Cathay
there's no
Pacific
direct flight
from
from
London to Hong Kong and
London
then to
to
Malaysia.
Kuala Lumpur.
Now before we were allowed to get on the plane, they checked our temperatures for health and safety. And when I finally boarded, I noticed a lot of people were taking some extreme health and safety precautions, which was great for social distancing.
what's that?
Oh, that's not a bat. More about this lady later on. So yeah, things were looking pretty good. I had finally left London. Cathay Pacific had took great health and
I also
safety
want that door
precautions.
to that
Everything
window
was
to be
going
open
great
and watch what is
until
outside.
an hour later when I thought I was gonna die.
Oh, what's happening? So scary.
And yes, I was one of those passengers that kept lifting up the window to see what was happening outside, which is really stupid because it just makes you worry.
But sometimes me
even
also I like opening the door and the window.
So when I landed in Hong Kong, the most dumbest thing in the world happened. Okay, so all these passengers, for 12 hours, they are wearing face masks. They are keeping their social distance, and then when the plane lands, they ruin
I know
all those
this
safety
lady.
precautions by rushing to get their bags. Look at Mrs. Bat.
What is that?
Unbelievable. It is like a zoo.
Yeah, it's like a
Oh my. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Why can't people just simply wait? It really gets on my nerves.
wow.
For 12
my
hours,
God,
you're wearing
12
all these
hours, couldn't
protective
imagine
masks,
12
trying to be
hours. I haven't
safe,
tried 12
and then
hours.
as soon as the plane lands, you get up. Where's the social distance in that? It makes no sense. Do you know what I mean? Okay, rant over. So I reached Hong Kong and I was very worried because a lot of flights were cancelled. So I explored the deserted airport, waiting for some news. I had as much Hong Kong food as I could because I didn't know
that
what the
food is
quarantine
like
food would
Malaysian
be like.
food.
This was very nice, by the way.
Char
And then I
kway teow.
found out my flight wasn't cancelled. So I'm on the flight now from Hong Kong to KL, and literally
from
there
Hong Kong
are
to KL.
3 people on this flight.
So empty.
This is the emptiest flight I've been on in my life. 3 people. And then
empty, like
after a
nobody
nice
wants.
3-hour sleep,
Really
we had
imagine
finally reached Malaysia.
Very good in Salvador.
So what happened next was we got off the plane and we were joined by some other Malaysians who had arrived from the Philippines. The immigration officers made us walk in a straight line, keeping our social distance, and then we had to pass the thermal scanner to see if we had a high temperature. I have to say, this was really impressive. When I arrived in London, we didn't have any of this. They didn't check which country we came from. There was no thermal scanner screening. So I suppose this is why Malaysia has such few cases, because they really are taking
so
good steps when it comes to health and safety. Next up, we had to take our coronavirus test.
Now, obviously, for security reasons, I can't show that. But I'll tell you what happened next. So we were put in a line again. We were asked if we had any health conditions, and then we had that coronavirus test. Now, if you don't know what a coronavirus test is, trust me, it's not very nice. I had it taken in England before I came here, and they will stick something up your nose for about 4 or 5 seconds. They'll twirl it around. It's not very nice. And then they'll stick something up your throat, and it's like you're being sick. It is not good. This is what it looks like.
Turn out and say, ah.
See, the mom is laughing.
Thank you much. Thank you, cheers.
It's right down my nose.
Oh, smells funny as well, doesn't it?
So after the horrible coronavirus test, we were given some more forms to fill out, asking us which country we came from, if we had any symptoms, and the quarantine rules. We then got our bags and headed to our transport to the hotel. There were these guys in these crime scene investigation outfits spraying the bags, which was really cool until they asked me for my Adidas bag. Yeah. That one on the floor right there. But you know what? It is really impressive how far Malaysia is going for health and safety. And once again, that's why the cases are so low. We got on the coach, and then the coolest thing ever happened. For the first time ever in my life, I had a police escort. Oh yeah, traffic, make way, because the quarantine kids are on the road. Honestly, this was really cool. So after our wonderful private police escort, we reached the hotel through the back door, and we had to give a few details. They also asked us if we had any allergies or dietary needs. I was quite tempted to say that I didn't like spicy food, but I didn't want to be a diva. So Yana is escorting me to my hotel. This is really cool. Got like my private service, and the lifts, as you can see, are very protected. So I've just arrived at my quarantine hotel, and not bad actually. Look at this. Pretty decent. Got an okay view. Got an outdoors. Get some fresh air if I want. TV, bed. Oh, the word quarantine hotel. It sounds like, you know, a prison or something, because you are stuck in the room for 2 weeks. But I've got to say, this is not bad at all. And also, I can finally take off my mask.
I couldn't imagine also you wear that mask 12 hours.
So yeah, I finally made it after the longest flight ever. A lot of security, a lot of health and safety, which I think is really good. Yes, it's a very long process, but I think they're doing it to make sure everyone is safe. For a quarantine hotel, this is going to be just fine. It's just 14 days, so hopefully I'll cope. But finally, the journey is over, and I've made it back to Malaysia.
So yes, I'm officially now in quarantine. If you've got any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. I'll be making another video soon as well about what life is like in quarantine, what the food's like, what the rules are, what the security is like. I'll be making that video real soon. So I'm starting my quarantine now. Wish me luck.
Wow, I couldn't really imagine. For traveling for 12 from London to Hong Kong. Oh my god, I couldn't really imagine that 12 hours and like wearing that mask for 12 hours plus 3 hours from Hong Kong to Kuala Lumpur. It's like, I cannot breathe. But of course that's for our safety anyway. But well, I couldn't imagine how come they were allowed to travel from London to Hong Kong and Hong Kong to Kuala Lumpur. I thought the flight is all cancelled, but still lucky that they still can fly from London to Hong Kong and Hong Kong to Kuala Lumpur. But I couldn't imagine how when the plane start going up, it's like, oh my god, I was scary on that first start. Wherein it's like so scary and everybody is like shouting. Yeah, but oh, lucky you arrived safe. Thank you so much for arriving safe. But I couldn't imagine how do you survive, how do you travel, because I never imagined or I never tried traveling for that 12 hours flight. It's too long for me. 3 hours is already long enough. Yeah, but you did it, you survived. Yeah, so yeah, lucky they all sanitize everything, even the luggages also they sanitize everything. Yeah, finally you came back to Malaysia and you came here for at least you are in safe. Wow, so good. And I can't imagine how you stay in the hotel. But the hotel also is not bad. It's good as well for that. For 2 person staying in that hotel, it's not bad. And I'm not so sure. Is there any free food inside the hotel, or is it free, or that is from the government? I'm not so sure. How is that situation staying in that quarantine hotel? Because I also was quarantined, but well, let's not talk about that. We'll just focus on this. Yeah, wow, it's nice. It's very interesting to know, but this one there's a part 2, so we have to look at again about the part 2. But yeah, lucky his journey is still okay, and the food that he eat is like char kway teow. It's almost the same as the Malaysian food. Yeah, they call it char kway teow. Yeah, but it's still lucky that it's still food, because most of the shop is totally closed, wherein you cannot buy food outside, except like supermarket or like 7-Eleven. That's the only choices wherein you can buy food over there. If not, then you have to cook at home. Yeah, that's why I couldn't really imagine if you stay in the hotel wherein you are not supposed to cook inside, how you can survive with that. Well, anyway, thank you so much for this vlogs of Mark Odeya. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. Yeah, and thank you so much for sharing your experience during the quarantine time, and looking forward again for your next quarantine life in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. Yeah, so thank you so much, guys, and I hope you enjoy, and I hope you see about the quarantine life experience or traveling experience during the quarantine time. Yeah, so what about you guys? What is all your experience during the quarantine time? What did you do? Yeah, so thank you so much, guys, and we'll see you again on my next video, and looking forward again to this part 2 of this vlog of Mark Odeya. So thank you so much, and I hope to see you again. So jumpa lagi. So bye for now. We'll see you again on my next video.